Okay, we have a couple of sets here. A is given as this. So the main expression is this, right? So let me highlight that for you, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, and B is given by this, right? So again, n equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. And which of the following is true? Okay, so we have to compare these sets A and B because all the options are, in that way only. The first thing that strikes me is at n equal to 1. If I put n equal to 1, the element at A will be also 0, the element of B will also be 0. You can just put n equal to 1 and check. I'll just show this once. If you put n equal to 1 here, so this becomes 36. This one becomes 36, 6 square. This one becomes 35, and this is 1. So basically 36 minus 36, that's 0. And this is obviously 0, right? You have n minus 1, so that is 0 into 35. So A and B both will be 0 at n equal to 1. So when we're comparing the idea, so let me do something. Let us try to first evaluate each option in terms of Venn diagram. So what does option A tell us? Neither every member of A is in B, nor every member of B is in A. Because we know something is overlapped, A and B has at least one element in common, both has 0 in it. So I can say that option A is saying something like this. A and B should be two sets like these, only then we'll go for option A. Okay, B says every member of A is in B, but at least one member of B is not in A, which implies A is a subset of B, right? Every member of A is in B, so the entire circle of A should be inside B, but at least one member of B is not in A, so there should be something in B which is not A. So option B is basically saying this. A is a subset of B, something like this. Great. C says every member of B is in A. So every member of B is in A can be couple of possibilities. One possibility could be this, or the other possibility could be A equal to B, for example. So the same set actually. Both of this would be satisfying this criteria. But I cannot, I mean, A equal to B case cannot be possible because if A equal to B is the case, then both C and B will be the correct answer, right? A is a sub. Okay, no. B says say that at least one of the member of B is not in A, so that is a proper subset. Yeah, so that's fine. B says A is a proper subset of B, but C says that B is a subset of A. It's not necessarily a proper subset. Great. So either of these two options, fine. D says at least one member of A is not in B. At least one member of A is not in B. So this could be a couple of options. One is something like this, which is similar to the above, or it could be something like this. I can straight away say D cannot be the answer because if D is the answer, then either of this or this will be true. So that is very silly. So anyhow, we'll not check too much into this, but then how to evaluate? I don't want to just put in value of n and check because the terms of a will be very big for even for n equal to 2. I think it will be a 4-digit number. So it's 1296, 36 square. But then how do I evaluate? Okay, one thing I can see is that B, all the elements of B are multiples of 35, are either 0 or multiples of 35, right? I can consider 0 is divisible by 35 also, but then fine, either 0 or multiples of 35, right? Is that something to do with here? Okay, A says 6 to the power 2n. I can write it as 36 to the power n minus 35n minus 1. Now, what if I divide this entire thing by 35? I'm checking the remainder. This part will leave a remainder of 1 to the power n. I hope you know basic remainder ideas. This will be divisible by 35, so no. Aha. So basically, these are numbers which are multiples of 35, but these are not all multiples of 35. B has all multiples of 35. So A has some multiples of 35 and B has all multiples of 35. I hope you understood this. Let me explain this to you once again. So this part, I hope it is understood that when this thing is divided by 35, we are getting a remainder of 0. So this is the remainder I calculated. Let me just explain why I'm focusing on that. 1 second. Yeah, if you check the elements of B, so that will be 35 into 0, 35 into 1, 35 into 2, all these numbers, right? All these numbers will be part of B, n equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is the set B, by the way. But set A, the first term is 0. The second term is a multiple of 35, but that itself skips lot of multiples here, isn't it? It is something like 36 square, 6 to the power 4. So that is 36 square minus 35 into 2. So minus 70 and 1. So minus 71. I hope you can see that this itself is bigger than all of these numbers, right? So obviously we are skipping a lot of multiples of 35 and then we are getting this number. So we are skipping a lot of numbers, but all the numbers will be definitely part of this because every number is a multiple of 35. We already know that. So effectively A has to be a subset of B. So that is option B. So this gives us the answer, option B. This is a very nice question. Combination of set theory with numbers. So that's it for this question. 1 second, I'll just give you a bit of analysis here. I would say this would take some time depending on your understanding of remainders and set theory. So I would say somewhere in the range of 1.5 to 2 minutes should be an ideal time to solve this. Definitely a round 2 question. Do not try a question like this in round 1. Has a bit of analysis and very critical analysis. So better to solve this question in second round of scan. But yeah, once you understand this idea, it's very easy. You can actually understand the options that I discussed here in the Venn diagram without drawing the Venn diagram, but then drawing the Venn diagram may give you a bit of clarity. I can visualize the same thing without drawing it. The better you have understanding of set theory, the better you'll understand that without drawing the Venn diagram. So that's it for this question. Hopefully you understood it. Thank you.